And what it means for the Waorani is that they can live free and they can live well in their territory without the imminent threat of oil drilling on their lands, affecting their rivers, affecting their forests. The indigenous community are no stranger to the destruction of the oil industry. In Ecuador's northern Amazon, the Cofan, Siona, Sequoia, and Quechua peoples have been devastated by oil contamination. They've lost territory. They've lost the rivers, which is a source of life, to oil contamination. Uh, they've lost the ability for hunting because the animals have essentially disappeared from the oil fields now. So what the Waorani are saying is we want to live free. We want to live in our ancestral territory without the threat of oil in our lands. And what they did today was they showed the world that together they can win and they can set a precedent to protect their territories and essentially protect the Amazon for the rest of the world.
And lastly, what's next? And do you know how this ruling will be enforced?
Yeah, well, I mean, essentially, the government most likely is going to appeal this decision, and the Waorani have said very clearly that their land is not for sale. They are not going to accept any oil extraction in their territory, and the Waorani are going to continue this fight. I mean, what they showed in court is that the Ecuadorian government engaged in a pattern of deceit and manipulation in trying to earmark their lands for oil. And I think that the next court will also realize that as well. So what we have here is a huge precedent for the Waorani and for other indigenous nations, and a big victory for indigenous rights across the Amazon today.